Would you let her out, please? Hey guys, ready for a Board of Public Works meeting? Ugh. And I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. Do 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 do. Hey Joe. Nice. I'm glad she brought food up for you. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Let's raise the hand. We raise the hand. We need to make that one go away. And we'll raise the hand. Do 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 do. Hey Miriam. Ooh, you're ahead of me. Cool and on the ball, definitely. I must confess, my son went and got us some Burger King for lunch, and I'm probably gonna really regret it later, but they had pickle fries there. I've never seen pickle fries at Burger King. I love pickle fries. Pickle fries are good. Yummy, 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 yummy. Well, okay, I only glanced at the agenda earlier, so we should probably look at the agenda, because last week I did not look at the agenda and it caught me when I should have said more than one. So we have no presentation. We have Bureau of Street Services. Tree removal. Sole source contract. Animal carcass collection. Well, we don't need to talk about that. change order and revised budget for PPC construction. Sludge collection services. I'm not too sure what that is for. Bid rejection. Huh. Reject all bids for the project that we don't need to talk about. So it looks like I'm just doing my general comment.
Audio test. Good morning to our attendees who are here in the Board of Public Works hearing room. Good morning. Today is December 4th, 2024. If there's any members of the public who wish to offer commentary on any of our items this morning, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room. Indicate which item you'd like to speak on and hand it to me. Good morning. Thank you. And good morning as well to our attendees who are joining us via the Zoom virtual platform. I do see a number of hands raised on Zoom. I'm going to go through and ask each attendee which item you would like to speak on, record your information for the record, and then we'll call upon you when we get to that item. And we'll start with Yvonne. Yvonne?
Yes, general public comment and the other items also.
Very well. I'll have you down for general public comment and all items 1 through 6.
Hey, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute, and we'll go next to Merjam. Merjam?
Yes, just a general public comment.
Thank you, Merjam. Have you down for public comment? I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute, and you're back on mute. I'm going to lower your hand. Thank you. We'll move next to Mona M. Mona M., good morning.
Good morning, TJ. And as requested Monday, I would like to request an accommodation. I am a person with a disability, and it is a reasonable accommodation for additional 30 seconds of time. But for public comment only, thank you.
Thank you. And I've noted your request. We will ask City Attorney for their opinion on that. And I have you down for public comment. And we'll move next. I'm going to go ahead and lower your hand. We'll move next to Amy. Amy's iPhone.
General public comment.
Thank you. Thank you, Amy. I have you down for public comment. And I don't see any other hands raised at this time. I'll make another call out for attendees who wish to offer commentary in about 7 or 8 minutes. We should get started in the next 10 minutes. Thank you.
I know Audit was on her way there, so she's going to be there in person. Yeah, she was still a little stuffy when I was talking to her earlier. Okay, I need to type this out real quick, you guys. Because I've changed my mind on what I want to say. Go for it, Miriam. Hey, Nico. All right, chocolate with chocolate frosting, I hope. Well, that sounds really good, Nico.
Good morning once again. Good morning to our attendees here in the board hearing room. If there's any members of the public who wish to offer commentary on any of our agendized items or public comment who have not already done so, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room. Indicate which item you'd like to speak on and hand it to me. Good morning as well to our Zoom attendees. If there's any members of the public who wish to offer commentary on any of our agendized items or public comment who have not already raised their hands and indicated which item they'd like to speak on, please raise your hand at this time. I do have a couple of follow-up questions for Mona M. Mona M, I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mona M. I would like to ask you two questions. Without getting into specifics, what are your disability-related limitations for which the accommodation is being requested?
One, I'm a paraplegic and I have a traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury makes it to where my words get flustered and anxiety hits. So I won't get too far into it, but that happens when it gets too crunched of time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate that. Second question is, how will the requested accommodation help you?
It'll help me relieve my anxiety so that way I can get my words out in a comprehensive manner to effectively communicate.
Great. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate your responses.
Thank you.
Recording in progress.
President Corson, it's 10:02 a.m. We are now in record mode.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to the Board of Public Works meeting for Wednesday, December 4th. Mr. Knight, if you'd like to take roll call and establish quorum for us, please.
Yes, sounds good. Good morning, and my name is TJ Knight. I'm Acting Executive Officer for the Board of Public Works. Good morning, President Corson, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Kang, and Commissioner Mitchell are present. We do have a quorum. We're also joined this morning by City Attorney Representative Virginia Choi. President Corson, we have speaker cards in the room under public. We have two speaker cards in the room under public comment. We have one speaker card in the room under all items. And we have 4 speaker cards on the virtual platform under public comment. And we have one speaker card in the virtual platform under all items. We have no neighborhood council commentary this morning.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Knight. We'll get started with public comment. Public comment is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, and each individual will be provided up to 1 minute per person for a cumulative total of 10 minutes for general public comment. And then we will proceed to multiple agenda items where individuals will have an opportunity to speak on more than one agenda item for 1 minute per item for a total of 3 minutes. And we have our City Attorney, Virginia Choi, on hand today to ensure that all our public participants stay on topic. With that, we'll go with public comment. Audit LA, you will have 1 minute for general public comment.
Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Wow, a whole minute, huh? Well, good morning. I enjoy, we had the nice Hollywood parade. Sadly, it was overly Scientology involved, but the street cleaning that they finally did afterwards just like triggered a massive allergy asthma attack. So forgive me, I'm not contagious. It's just they finally cleaned the street after I don't know how many years, and I'm feeling it. I hope you guys do that more often because we appreciate the clean streets. But we all know why I'm here, right? Like, anyone want to guess? The planters, right? They're still there. They're they got beautiful poinsettias, which I love poinsettias. I love planters, but I like legal planters, ones that actually have, an actual R permit maybe, and that are ADA accessible. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe I have a right to exit and enter any ADA vehicle on any public street in America. Tell me if I'm wrong.
That's 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you. The next card we have for general public comment is for Trump. You will have 1 minute.
I'm sure that's F-bomb guy. Watch your ears.
Due to the circumstances of poorly managed budget for infrastructure, we see that we have a climate of a culture here where the criminals of Los Angeles and its enterprise continues to default or have failed the public's interest in delegating the proper funds for the appropriate funding for these infrastructure problems, such as you heard, fuck Scientology is one. You don't put shit on a public sidewalk. You don't interfere with the public safety, and you don't engage in a pedestrian safety concern of liability. That's the reason why LA has spent $2 million on fucking infrastructures, on lawsuits, 42.
That's 1 minute. Thank you.
Very politely.
That's 1 minute.
you.
Thank you.
Mr. Knight, I think we can move on to Zoom platform. Anyone who's online for general public comment.
Very well. Thank you, President Carson. We'll start with Yvonne. Yvonne, for public comment, you'll have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I reserve the right to take legal action against every member of the board, individually, collectively, and the staff. I understand that you're going to hear about the planters and Scientology today, but I also want to cover the issue of how you manage your minutes. The minutes you are about to approve today are not a minutes, they are a journal, and they can be found in the archived section November 2024, and they appear to already be approved, as that document is not a draft form. In that draft form of a journal, it does not include any record of any comments made by the public during public comment or during the agenda items. This is an insult to the idea that you are actually recording minutes and taking a proper record and building a proper archive of what is happening here in the city of Los Angeles.
Thank you, Yvonne. That's 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute. We'll move next to Merjam. Merjam, please unmute. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. First of all, I want to say that you are going to be tired of hearing my voice until I get tired, or before I'll get tired of calling you about Scientology and the illegal planters and the road closures and the permits. Yesterday, there were people present in the LA Fire Commission's meeting, and they were deeply concerned about the situation over there. Let's hope that they won't need to use their precious time on clearing L. Ron Hubbard Way, and you can start to do your work. Thank you.
Thank you, Merjam. We'll move next to Mona M. Mona M.
Thank you, TJ. I'm on.
Your request has been accommodated, and you'll have an extra 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hello again, it's me, Mona. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I want to talk about L. Ron Hubbard and Fountain Avenue. The planters are still there. They need to be moved. They are a violation of city, state, and federal code. And although I'm getting accustomed to come here, I sure would like to reclaim my time. Enough is enough. Make the planners go away so that way I can stop bothering you and I will get out of your hair. I promise. Enforcing the planner and the rose bush removal will also remove me. Let's also talk about the fire lane violations. That is a pure FU to the board from Scientology. They will not take care of those violations until they feel like it, and it's an FU. Permits should be suspended until all requirements are met, including public receipt of page 2. The portal is still not working. We, as a public, cannot go on there to see what the requirements are, to plan, verify, or to look at any of the sidewalk closings. There are no sidewalk signs for alternate paths of travel, and the sidewalks are supposed to be staying open. And again, until the permit requirements are met in full, all permits, future permits, should be halted. Thank you, and I give back my time.
Thank you, Mona. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute. And lastly, we have Amy's iPhone. Amy?
Yeah, I'm here. The same theme goes along what audit, Miriam and Yvonne and Mona had said. The planters are the problem, and you're getting Pinocchio noses every day that you do not get them removed. All you have to do is go and take a truck and get rid of them and have them removed to accommodate the people that live along L. Ron Hubbard Way, so that audit can also have access for her ADA requirements that is given by the federal law. Every day you should be fining them. How about $100 per 250 planners? Maybe you can make $25,000 today. Maybe you can write some tickets on those planters, and maybe you can do something to help the city of Los Angeles with that money instead of taking money from Scientology that doesn't even pay their taxes. It's a joke. It's like I'm watching the Truman Show with you guys. It's like the rest of the country is laughing at you for not even doing your job. Bye.
Thank you, Amy. And President Corson, that concludes public comment this morning.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Knight. With that, we'll close the general public comment portion and proceed to multiple agenda items. We have multiple agenda items for in-person audit LA. Once again, you will have 1 minute per item for up to 3 minutes. And please let us know which agenda item you'll be discussing. Giving you a second, don't worry. And for all those giving multiple agenda item comments, we have our City Attorney, Virginia Choi, on hand, who will ensure you remain on top of it.
This is how important it is to me. I'm willing to come here having freaking asthma attacks. But if I pass out, please call 911. Anyway, but I won't pass out. Okay, I'm going to speak on all agenda items. Tree removal. I definitely support that. I know in our area, we finally just got some approval for tree removal, or tree trimming, I should say. It seems like the city has a very hard time maintaining our canopy. Number two, the animal carcass. Very important. I once came across, seeing like a dead possum, and it took till the next day for them to come get it. And I think it's really important because it gets really gross after a while, and it's like a health hazard, and nobody should be subjected to that. So I hope they do a better job doing that. When it comes to the water plant, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on water, and it does concern me because is our water safe? I'm afraid to drink our water. So I'm glad we're doing this, but I'm also reminding you that we don't need it to be a Disney level production. We just need the basics. Like everything with our budget should be bare bone basics at this point. We don't need fancy. We can get outside source money for fancy. And I really would wish the city would start doing that. LAPD does it. They, get a lot of money in to make things better and more fancy for them. More, and so I think you guys should do that too. And when it comes to, I want to skip to bid rejection. I don't understand why, like, if something's walk pico, like the city wants us to, wants everybody out of their cars. Why are we, maybe it's a good reason. I don't know. But I want to make sure that they're not just randomly getting rid of anything that is helping people get out of their car. And because it sounds like walk pico would be, something that they would be focused on sidewalks and accessibility. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just want you guys to be focused on those things. And when it comes to number 6, when it comes to service updates about the Bureau of Sanitation, I am like begging with all of my heart and whatever breath I have to please put on that list of removal these planters. Like I can't tell you like how disappointed and disheartening it is to see a city that will not do what it takes to make it accessible. I understand like when it comes to sidewalks and stuff, I understand that's a process. It takes bids, it takes, all these things, but really to remove illegal planters so I can access those streets, like how big of a hurdle is that? And I don't have any clear understanding why it's not on this list to remove. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I believe we have one multiple agenda item commenter on the Zoom platform.
We do. President Carson, Yvonne. Yvonne, I'm going to ask you to unmute. And you'll have 3 minutes. Please identify which item you're speaking on for each of your.
Okay. The first one excuse me, I'm going to clear my throat. The removal of trees. I want to say I'm in support of this particular action for this particular site, but I would like to request that the city and the forestry folks realize that we are in the midst of a forestry change or in a climate change where the circumstances are we need to adjust what we consider our natives to focus more and more on food producing and drought tolerant plantings, and they could be trees or shrubbery such as pomegranates, olives, and loquats. And perhaps have to forego some of the extinct or declining natives that we love, but we really have to realize that they're not going to be supported by our changing climate. If you need evidence, go to La Brea Tar Pit. Our environment and our plants have changed over the centuries. Number 2, the contract for the removal of dead animals includes the slavery disclosure section 1046, section of the Los Angeles Administrative Code, and I applaud that. And it also has a performance evaluation clause. I applaud that. I look forward to the time when I can see that actually has taken place in the city, where the contracting agency actually goes back and verifies that the employees of a contract have been paid fairly. The next one is the chlorine dosing facility, and that I understand the current need for adding chlorine to get rid of organic contaminants, but I have a concern that in doing so, we are complicating our water and our health, in particular because chlorine also has an effect on the non-organic chemicals that we put into our water system, specifically the glyphosides and the herbicides such as Roundup. The city of Los Angeles should, in my opinion, forbid the sale and use of Roundup and any other chemical that has a half-life more than a 2 or 3 year period.
Thank you,
I
Yvonne.
am adversely
3 minutes.
affected by having been overexposed to Roundup as a result.
Thank you, Yvonne. I'm going to go ahead and put you on mute. And that concludes the multiple agenda item comment on the Zoom platform. President Question.
Thank you. And with that, we'll close general public comment and multiple agenda item comment for today's meeting and proceed to item number 1, which is a tree removal in Council District 4 at 731.
Okay. The only nice thing about that is once you get through with public comment and it's blah, 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 blah. Last Monday we stayed on because I know Yvonne at YRB was really interested in it, but we're not going to have any more time for comments, so I don't really care what they have to say because they're going to vote on everything. Yep, Roundup is bad news. Bad news bears. So I'm going to close out of that one, close out of that one, close out of that one. I did want to go to see where, I think audit's going to go to the city council, but we can never get into those anyways, so, but I like listening to her speak if she gets on. She said she was going to do 4 meetings today. I said, go home, stay home. So city council meeting, she's doing the transportation committee, housing and homelessness committee, oh, it looks like there's a special committee on that one too, but I know what we'll do. We'll just go to audit. We'll restream audit for a little bit. Is she even live? She's live. And I'm saving all my love. Okay, computer. Poof. Come on. I don't know if that's her or mine. Let's refresh. And I'm saving all my love for you. Did she decide to go home? There she is.
Janny, T-Bird Janny. Did they call me yet? Oh, they haven't? Are you serious? Oh.
We're going to put that on mute for a second. We'll just watch her. She's got it in vertical. I know. I think she has like pneumonia or something, but she won't listen. 'Cause she's a stubborn little girl. Tenacious young lady. She definitely tenacious. And she did great yesterday, but she said, oh, they're going to be off for 2 weeks for Christmas. Well, maybe you should be off for 2 weeks for a little while to rest up. We can't have you getting sick. Yeah, and I think well, at least they gave me my accommodation today. Apparently my complaints worked. Bastards. Make me work for it. There's no reason in the world I should have had to work for that.
Liquor licenses, I'm like, who needs to?
Amy, I see you noted in there too. She listens to you. Tell her that stress
Okay, guys, sorry for bouncing. I don't have my. Hey, Kara.
stress makes asthma
Good morning,
worse.
everyone. Hey, Janine. Yeah, Amy, I do. I know. I forgot I had 2 bottles and I left it at home too. I left my gum bowl at home. But after I speak at this one, I'm going to go down and get some coconut water. Yeah, the coffee helps too, but then
Yeah, they're not allowed to specify about your disability, but they wanted to qualify that I'm even disabled. I knew what they were doing, which is fine. They can qualify me disabled or not. I mean, it's really none of their damn business. And it's not their job to qualify whether I have a disability or not. I could have said I qualify under Schedule A and left it at that. Schedule A is a disability schedule that you file for having a disability to see if you're eligible for it. So they didn't. It was intrusive, but I figured I would play their game. And then how the accommodation. But last week, 2 weeks ago, when the guy that's blind, the attorney came in and asked for 2 minutes, and they just granted his. They didn't ask him, did they? They didn't say, hey, are you blind or what's your disability? Or how it was going to accommodate him. So there's a little bit of inequality, but I will train them. They will come around to my point of view. I know, right? Like it's going to make a big difference in the program. But truth be told, Audit needs to say that next time. She needs to ask for an accommodation. And then whoever, Amy needs to ask for an accommodation. They're going to get trained in ADA. They screwed up when they denied it the first day. Yep. Well, I told the city attorney, which I don't think anything's ever going to come about that, but I told him I wanted 3 things. I wanted a public apology. I wanted them all to have to get training in disability etiquette. And I wanted them have to do continuing education on Title II. Yep, they know that they screwed up. And if you could do punitive damages, I would have done that just to make me laugh. Not that I would expect anything, but you can't file for punitive damages on ADA, which sucks big time because there should be. You can only file for remedy charges. I want to file for $100,000 because they hurt my feelings. My feels. My fifis got hurt. And I'm just kidding. Oh, no worries, Joe. I'm just blabbering. We're just watching the butt level view of audit. I probably will close up here, but right, Peter? It's like, how do they know? They have no minutes. YRB just puts them in their spot. I love it. I love, love, love it. Was it Monday when the city attorney said something and she just kind of sat there and went, like, gave a moment of silence? I want my time back. I want my time back. That was funny. I keep telling Audit she needs to write a script about how we are all viewed by the police there at City Hall. All the characters. Oh, yummy. That sounds good, Joe. Okay, you guys, unless we have other things, let's go ahead and close out this meeting. Another day, another dollar. Hey, antics of a mama squirrel. And I must be still tired because I thought you said pooping. I'm like, you're gonna pop in while you're pooping? No toiletries. No shows of the toilet. Yep, I'm gonna take off. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. No worries, antics.